My youngster, pay close attention. I've made arrangements for you to hear these words. I'm intentionally setting things up beyond your comprehension, giving them structure and purpose. Every obstacle you face is woven into my plan to strengthen you, and every waiting time develops your inner virtues. When you put your trust in me, nothing in your life is wasted. You may not understand all of it now, but that is not necessary. Simply grasp my hand and allow me to guide you. Thus, maintain your focus. Pay close attention and absorb what I have to offer to inform you. Allow your inner self to be receptive and open. Perhaps you carry burdensome emotions from life's stresses, wondering if your silent suffering was ever acknowledged or why some doors remained closed. I have witnessed every challenge you have faced and heard every silent plea, my little child. You are about to undergo a big change. This shift is not arbitrary. It has been thoughtfully crafted for your adventure. I never forget you. You are never far from my thoughts. You will soon see the outcomes of my concealed labor, bringing you a special blessing intended only for you. I listen when you turn to me honestly. Good things are already happening because you trusted me and relied on me. Many people heed my advice, yet they allow their daily concerns to divert their attention. Before my promises are fulfilled, they become weary and veer off course. My dear, I want something unusual for you. Throughout all of these remarks, I implore you to remain focused and attentive. A portion of the good I have planned for your life is contained in each sentence I share. As soon as when the mind wanders, problems may seem more severe. Avoid this inclination. You will get what you need if you keep your mind on me for a little while longer. Do you really understand, my little child? Prove to me that deceptive notions won't mislead you. In order to get you ready to embrace the new opportunities I have put in front of you, I am strengthening your inner strength and increasing your steadfastness right now. I know that there have been times when you have wondered if your pleas have been heard, possibly feeling alone or not sure if your requests were actually received. Now let me tell you that I have always been there for you. I was there for you at your darkest hours and your most trying times. I have witnessed all of your trials and intense desires. My direct response to those same challenges is the change that is on the way to you. It's not a coincidence. It is an essential component of my strategy for you. I have quietly guided you through each hardship, preparing you for this momentous time. Do not let past disappointments to keep you from hoping again. You have become stronger as a result of overcoming each challenge, readying you for the good that is now becoming apparent. If these words strike a deep chord with you, then let your spirit accept them. When fear implies that things will stay the same, respond to it with faith. Keep your trust strong, because I am currently setting up a lot of circumstances for your welfare that you are not yet able to see. A significant opportunity is approaching, one that I have especially crafted for your path to seize. Don't lose heart. Awake and mentally ready. This is not the time to allow doubt, bitterness, or fear to become entrenched in your heart. The good I have for you is merely obstructed by such sentiments. Instead, even before you see the results, start to thank me. It makes room for even more favors from me, and an attitude of gratitude is an active reliance. Please understand that I don't demand perfection. All I want is your sincere effort and a growth-oriented spirit. So don't be afraid to ask me questions or share your concerns. I'm present. I'm listening. And I'll guide you gently toward the positive outcomes I've established. Often, Basic obedience is the key to your future. Go forth without hesitation when I gently encourage your soul to act, to connect with someone else, to try something new, or to let go of what no longer serves you. The chance you've been looking for might turn out to be just beyond that leap of faith. I prompted that. All along, I've been nudging you in the right directions. Change doesn't usually happen right away. Nevertheless, each time you hear my voice, you lay the groundwork for success. These preparations will eventually yield the answers you've been looking for. Remain assured and solid. I am guiding you slowly in the direction of the next step. Recognize this, my darling. My efforts in you go beyond your personal health. Additionally, your life will serve as an inspiration to others. Consider a friend or acquaintance who is feeling lost or without optimism. Tell them these words, because I want what you go through to uplift their soul. Just as my assurance is about to materialize, they grow impatient and leave it behind. It takes time to see real growth. You risk missing the full fulfillment I have in store for you if you quit too soon. Believe me, the nice things you have done and the requests you have made are not for nothing. They will provide an amazing outcome when the moment is right. Answers to some questions will come up more rapidly than others, slowly. But as time goes on, each will become significant. Therefore, rely on my timing and avoid raising doubts by waiting. I won't let you down. I'm not going to change. Right now, you are really at a turning moment. Even if you can't see the entire picture just yet, a lot of things are subtly coming together for your benefit. Additionally, keep in mind that this progress is not solely for you. I will extend my grace to you to others. Those around you will be motivated by your accomplishment, which will be an obvious indication. What I do on your behalf will be seen by others and realize that I can act for them just as easily as I can for you. Your journey will show others that positive change is possible and that I stick by people who depend on me. Yes, its reach goes beyond what you can currently understand. I share your profound satisfaction with your perseverance. I observe the work you have done and the generosity you have shown to others despite your own struggles. I have taken note of all of this. If your heart races and you experience intense, you will feel that these words are for you. That feeling in your soul is my tender affirmation that I spoke to you directly. I'd like you to answer now. My current message to you, my child, provides not only comfort, but also a clear path forward. When I point the route ahead, take it with assurance. Do not hesitate to drop a grievance or extend kindness when I ask you to. Every choice you make to show trust, no matter how small, shows your reliance on me. Think of this as the beginning of a new phase in your quest. When I say it's time, move forward to demonstrate your trust in me. You're about to undergo a significant transformation, my dear. This is an important consideration. Thus, stay focused on the important things. The clamor of the world, its worries, and its rapid speed will always be a part of life. However, do not allow them to overshadow my silent direction. Now, the only way you may miss what I have planned for you is if you give up or turn your head away. In fact, the most trying times often occur right before a period of profound change. You may have even observed that when a breakthrough is imminent, challenges seem to get more tough. It's no accident. Your adversary is aware of your impending gift and is making a concerted effort to sap your vitality or sow fear. But since I'm on your side, none of his plans will work. Right now, you're too close to losing to turn back. Yes, you should firmly commit to that. You've displayed such endurance, and the time to fall short of the promise is now. As you proceed, remember that this course is about sharing as much as it is about learning. There's a reason why I gave you compassion. You know what pain feels like. I thus want you to pay attention to those who are burdened nearby. Look for someone you can console, even today. It could be a friend, a member of your household, or even a stranger in need of sympathy. Give a word of encouragement, extend helpful support, or just let them know they're not alone. It could amaze you how a small act of kindness from you can brighten someone's day, and how it will also make your own soul stronger and more hopeful. My darling, the impending big change is not a conclusion. It marks the start of a remarkable new era, and I wish you wouldn't keep it all to yourself when it comes. Tell me about your adventure, and let me know that I'm there. Your individual narrative will help others who are still lost find their path. People around you need to know my truth and the enduring nature of hope, and your successful outcome will be the proof they need. I give you blessings so that you can be kind to others in addition to being happy yourself. You will turn into an obvious example of my goodness. Now share without holding back what you have freely received. Consequently, get ready to enjoy these positive experiences as well as express their influence. I have selected you to share my optimistic perspective with others who need it. And through my deeds in your life, I will lead those to you who will find hope. Rest confident, my dear child, that your perseverance has greatly pleased me. Many people give up their will or retreat. Here, though, you continue to pay attention and have faith. This reflects the true nature of your inner self. You're not by yourself. Hold on as you enter this new stage. Keep these words near your heart. Don't allow the chaos of life cause you to forget what I promised you today. If doubt begins to creep in, remember this message. Tell yourself, my sacred promise of a new start is unfolding even now. When the door opens and you enter your blessing, look back on this moment with joy, knowing that your decision to rely on me was truly worthwhile. I have chosen you, my darling, to share this uplifting viewpoint with others. After you have what I have prepared for you, go out to someone who is struggling and tell them of my unfailing dependability. Spread the optimism and comfort I've given you, since it's not just for you. I am incredibly grateful for you, and your presence is quite significant. I've been on your side the entire time, and my assistance guarantees that. Never forget how much I adore you and how valuable you are in my eyes. Consider for a moment the how far have you been. Consider the challenges that previously were overwhelming, but you persevered. You were not defeated by those difficulties. You were strengthened and taught by them. Even the various routes and pauses had a purpose. They honed your inner essence and readied you for the future. Keep these insights close at hand as you stand on the precipice of this new age. Recall how I helped you get through each difficult moment in the past, and know that I will do the same for you in the future. When doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself of the victories you have already had. Set aside time each day to reflect on my unwavering faithfulness. Let your heart be filled with thankfulness for all the ways I have supported you. Your soul will be protected by joy and thankfulness, which will keep anxiety at bay. Be patient with both my scheduled time and your own progress. At the right moment, I steer everything to its optimal state. Have faith that every moment, even the difficult ones, has purpose. Inside my strategy, I am close to you. I want you to understand the importance of this moment. I am giving you my love, and each level of trust you give me deepens our relationship right now. Do you feel as though your soul is becoming lighter? That's how my proximity relieves your stress. There is no barrier between us in this beautiful moment. My beloved child, you are very dear to me, but if you rely solely on me, this day could be a turning point in your life. Or give up any worries you may have. I promise that I will always be there for you. My support for you endures and is unwavering. All previous mistakes have been eliminated. There is still no obstacle between us. There's nothing to be ashamed of, because I have forgiven you and made you whole. My darling, you are mine. I value you because you are pure and deeply loved. I never took my eyes off of you. I remained vigilant, ready to help you if you stumbled, even when it seemed like your path was straying or your faith was waning. Not a single one was you are and never will be genuinely alone. Throughout your path, my love has been by your side. You have always been in the reach of my grasp. I saw your true worth when you questioned your own virtue, and I kept pouring words of comfort into your soul. I have always believed that you are a wonderful person that I molded you into. I was planning to help you, even while you couldn't feel me close. I cleansed away and brought individuals into your life to help. Barriers you were unaware of. I removed every obstacle put in your way to slow you down, for your benefit. Nothing was intended to pull you off, as evidenced by the fact that you are hearing my voice at this very now. The course has been successful. I have always stood up for you, and I always will. I swear that I will always guide you with integrity and great concern. You are never far from my adoration or out of my thoughts. Yes, you have always been in my line of sight. When you were completely disoriented, I showed you the way back. I became a solid foundation beneath you, making sure you wouldn't tumble as your uncertainties grew and you felt overburdened. Consider times when assistance or new strength showed up out of the blue. That was my covert participation. I have constantly offered you a tender invitation to approach me and find inner peace. Every time you made the smallest request or turned your attention to me, I surrounded you with my peace. I offered subtle signs of my worry, a friend's insightful remark, an opportunity that came just when you needed it, or a sense of calm that descended upon you in times of adversity. None of them happened at random. They were plain expressions of how much I adore you. I've opened doors for you that you didn't even know existed and created paths when you thought there was no way forward. Therefore, my dear child, come to me eagerly, for I have never abandoned you. My conviction that you have never become less. I can't wait to give you even more goodness. Every goal I have for you is brimming with kindness and promise, and my love for you knows no bounds. Now move forth with confidence, knowing that I am by your side and will always be there. You are not traveling alone on this road, my darling. I've gathered people who live by trust and listen to my advice. This is not just a place to listen to messages. It is a gathering of people who I am building a spiritual relationship based on trust. Consider joining this family if you have ever felt alone. Your spiritual companions are here to support and encourage you. You really belong here, and you have a place. You will find friends in this group who will pray with you, encourage you through your difficulties, and share in your victories. This is what I'm giving you, a place where you can grow in faith and find enduring strength. If these words are true, my dear youngster, you can react significantly if they strike a deep chord with you and you feel a wave of thankfulness. I want to know what's on your mind right now, my darling. Please take a moment to tell me anything that is bothering you in all honesty. Express your concerns, fears, and aspirations. You have my whole attention, and nothing you tell me will cause me to turn away. You've suppressed a lot of things for too long. Now is the time to make it public. Don't keep quiet and tell me everything. Give me your trust in every sorrow, every past error, and every burden you have been bearing. Those were never meant for you to carry alone. Just telling me these things will start the process of repairing your inner self. Where there has been hardship, my word to you today is like a soft salve that restores life and comfort. Therefore, let your emotions flow freely and uncover your innermost self. If you have to, cry. I see each tear you shed, and my purpose is to lift your spirits. Speaking candidly with me, you are making space in your heart to receive the deep peace I am giving you. I am releasing you from those heavy worries and releasing all the bonds that have held you back. Count on me to lift what you can't handle. I'm repairing the broken parts of you and filling you with vitality. Feel the arrival of the lightness. Dread and unease are fading in the light of my focus. You are safe and sure, protected and understood. With me, you are right at your place, where you are respected and acknowledged. I'm bringing your inner peace back and fostering the growth of your confidence once more. Don't let the weight of past mistakes keep you from accepting the abundant life I have in store for you. Look at yourself now, dear. You are no longer the same person you once were. Through every experience we have had together, you have become stronger and more intelligent with my help. Your past hurts and setbacks no longer define who you are. You're behind those. Today, you are able to confront problems with courage and lucid clarity, since you know I'm by your side. Never forget that your identity is not defined by your past. Every new day offers a chance for recovery and forward motion, backed by my favor. I have loved you dearly since the beginning of your life, my child, and I will always love you. Therefore, have an open mind and embrace this moment in your path. Allow your inner self to be filled with confident hope, because I firmly intend to your existence. You are really important to me. I carefully and purposefully molded you into who you really are. Every encounter you have gives you the opportunity to achieve that noble goal and illuminate people around you. Have faith that your presence makes a difference, because it certainly does. With the assurance I have given you, move forward. The joy and the reason I have for your walk cannot be diminished by any error or weakness. Your life is a meaningful and priceless gift. In ways you may not realize, you provide consolation and support to others. You have the ability to spread love, courage, and faith wherever you go right now. Numerous opportunities are waiting for you to participate. Look at all the options I have prepared for you. Recognize that every constructive thing you do will have a long-lasting effect on someone else. When I'm with you, don't question how much you impact other people. Keep moving forward with resolve, knowing that I am there to support and advise you at every turn. Accept the trip I've planned. Let me give you a gentle warning, my little child. Steer clear of the myth that you have to manage everything by yourself. You were not made to carry the burden of life alone. Even though the world may support your independence, every day you need my strength and direction. To get it, though, you have to remain receptive. Do not allow pride or skepticism to prevent you from accepting what I have in store for you. I'm always here to help. No issue is too big for me, and I pay attention to every little detail. I'm constantly observing over you, putting everything in order in the background, even if you're not aware of it. Stay in touch with me, and you will always have access to the help you need. depend entirely on me. I promise not to let you down. I have also witnessed the nasty things that people have spoken about you. Maybe they said your goals were impossible or tried to make you feel less valuable. However, such statements are false. Your path is not determined by their opinions. Their words cannot alter the solid and wonderful plan I have for your life. Consequently, keep your soul safe from those depressing sounds. Avoid allowing their skepticism or criticism to get ingrained in your thoughts. Instead, pay attention to what I say about you. I refer to you as blessed, selected, and genuinely loved. No one can take away your success, which I have already guaranteed. As your guardian, I will ensure that your life's purpose is protected at all times. Let all remnants of uncertainty and anxiety be eliminated by my truths. You are genuinely free to become whatever I want you to be when you are with me. Additionally, keep in mind that I am constantly working toward your doing well. I am actively organizing things beyond your view, creating structure and intention, even when things seem chaotic or unclear. Every obstacle you face is woven into my plan to strengthen you, and every waiting time develops your inner virtues. When you put your trust in me, nothing in your life is wasted. You may not understand all of it now, but that is not necessary. Simply grasp my hand and allow me to guide you. Even if it was meant to harm you, I will turn that into a favorable result. I am aware that your mind has been a battlefield, my little kid. You've had private discussions with yourself that no one else overheard, wondering why there was stillness and whether you were just going around in circles while others went forward. I have witnessed every second of that silent conflict and every question that troubled your soul. Know this: there were roots that seemed like answers, wrapped in what appeared to be the truth, but they came with a hidden price, a small concession that would have led you in a different direction from your innermost goal. I couldn't let you get sucked into something that wasn't really mine for you. This is the reason I'm speaking to you right now. I designed the silence you experienced as a place of refuge where I could get you ready. I'm going to reveal what I've been working on all along. My accuracy was what seemed like a delay, and the clarity you've been longing for is finally here to firmly ground your heart in an unwavering calm. My darling child, I am leading the way. Don't be adrift. I'm ending your pointlessness. Looking. You're really being guided now. My child, let go of the need to make flawless decisions all the time. I never expected you to be perfect. I always really wanted only to be close to you. Everything will become clearer to you as you get closer to me, my kid. You'll discover that the truths you were looking for were never far away. They merely waited for your heart to be ready to accept them unconditionally. My voice will rise above the worries that formerly took your attention, my darling child. Now that uncertainty has subsided, the hesitant ideas have vanished, the disappearance of the agitated anxiety. The hesitation to take action has vanished. I'm solidifying your perspective, refocusing your thoughts on me, and revealing what was hidden from you. Observe how relationships abruptly become unique. Transactions will be more important. Things that used to baffle you will start to reveal their genuine purpose. Where previously there was simply inquiry, I am bringing insight. My darling, my kid, my sweet radiance. It provides a sense of completion. It is not exposed to shame. It reveals to repair, equilibrium. I'm not just showing you the path. I am assisting you in understanding why the silence is required. And your confidence in me, not in your own abilities, will grow as your understanding does. My spirit will confirm the right route with deep serenity, so you won't wonder if you're on the wrong path anymore, my child. Thus, move forth fearlessly. You are no longer walking in circles. You are following the divine plan, and every step you take under my direction will bring you one step closer to your actual goal. The fog is lifting, the darkness is turning away, and my light shines straight down the path you previously feared. Don't take your eyes off me. I'll make the next move crystal clear. At one time, some opportunities appeared promising, my kid. At first, some directions felt correct, and some people seemed trustworthy. But beneath the surface, they weren't what I had in mind for you. Something that seemed to offer a solution drew your attention. However, it was a scaled-down version of what I really had in store for you. I allowed it to remain for a time, not because it was your fate, but to help you distinguish between what merely seems right and what is my actual character. My dear, there is never any risk in a false similarity. It appears in a charming time, saying words that reflect the innermost desires of your soul. However, I never meant for reproductions to trick you. I wanted you to comprehend and become stronger. In order to preserve the space where my whole presence belongs, I thus permitted certain issues to fade, some people to depart, and some opportunities to come to an end. My child, you were saddened by some of those ends. You wondered why something so seemingly right turned out to be so wrong. You wondered how you could be so certain of something and yet be in doubt. However, I participated in every parting. I was stopping what would have taken you in the wrong direction. I trade what I withdraw for something else, genuine. I don't take things away arbitrarily. Without design, I don't decline. It was a deliverance to withdraw. I had to lead you away from things that would have worn you down over time. I could see the hidden agenda behind the commendation. I could see the compromises concealed beneath the charm, my darling, and I took over because you are mine, my darling. You may feel that you have lost something important like my child, but what I am now bringing forth is sacred. I disturbed what you are unable to leave behind. There are no hidden agendas, hidden costs, or emotional compulsion involved in what I have planned for you. There is no need to coerce that which is genuinely from me. It moves to the beat of my voice. The ease with which your spirit may breathe again will be your clue. By the clarity of your thoughts and the stability of your inner serenity, I invite you to live in a new reality where being still is your natural state, and you don't have to work for it. This is what I'm working on right now. I'm not putting off your peace of mind until your situation improves. I am now giving you tranquility so that your life will be in harmony with what is already beginning to emerge within of you. The change begins internally and has already begun. Let this significant transformation continue. Let me complete this difficult work. This should be the moment when you stop chasing inner peace. It's what you are. Not because everything is easy, but rather because you are finally finding rest in me. That's where the real change in what is unseen. In the silent places where I am filling you from the inside out, you have had innumerable experiences imprisoned by the unpredictable nature of outcomes, my dear child, bound by scenarios that replayed in your mind until your energy ran out. You have been in situations where your inner self was overpowered by unseen conflicts, even if your physical self was there. You have smiled publicly while secretly questioning your ability to remain composed. However, I'm getting into the most profound area of what has accelerated your heartbeat, disrupted your steady rhythm, and spoken lies during quiet moments. Where fear previously reigned, I am restoring my peace today, my little child. This is a persistent assertion rather than a temporary one. What once caused alarm will now encounter me and be forced to move away. Not because you learned a method, but because you've gotten to know me. The uneasiness has subsided. I'm not in agreement with distress. I don't stay in fear. There is order when I preside. There is stability where I abide. My kid, you've endured enough of the strain of trying to predict every outcome, fearing that one mistake might ruin what little was left. However, I recognized what you saw as slowness, as exact arrangement. What you perceived as a halt was actually a sacred moment. I made arrangements to put in place what you were unable to see. I wasn't ignoring your requests. In order to weave your calling through hallowed gathering places, unspoken clauses, and intentional alterations, having time on your side generates urgency. Exactness comes from time in my possession. You were never forgotten, and I was never late. I wasn't keeping my favor to myself. My child, I was laying a solid foundation beneath you so that you wouldn't be carried away when the time came for these things. You prayed for precise instructions, but I gave you silence. I fostered your inner strength, but you wanted rapid improvement. This is due to the fact that what I have in store for you requires a deep inner character, not just physical prowess. The voyage I have planned for you, my love, demands a peaceful acceptance rather than a hasty beginning. It is not a hasty advance, but a gentle surrender. I would have placed those benefits in a delicate area of your soul where anxiety, doubt, or fatigue lived if I had granted you all of your wishes at the moment you asked. I hesitated instead. I held off on revealing what I intended till your inner self was strong enough to handle it without feeling overburdened. Fixing isolated problems is not my goal. Your entire life is made full by me. The reason for my delays is now starting to emerge. I've been organizing the full picture for you, and you'll see it soon. Once unrelated situations will now seem to fit together nicely. You will now realize that the encounters you believed to be random were actually planned by me. The difficult silent moments will now be viewed as the precise safeguard that kept you concealed till the appropriate time. I didn't forget about you, kid. I protected you. I didn't pass you by. I kept you safe. I arranged everything so that when your appointed moment arrived, it would be clearly visible that only my power had made it happen. It is entirely by my grace, not by chance or your own hardship. My dear youngster, you are not running late. You're about to have a spectacular revelation. You're going to get plenty of the times you thought you had lost back. I don't merely fix what you believed, disappeared. More than you can ever conceive, I grant you. And you won't have to work hard to hold on to it when I make this a reality. There won't be any struggle to protect it. What I create is unshakable. I'm not just fixing what went wrong. I'm creating something entirely new that will endure forever. Because of the detailed work I have done, everything follows will be complete rather than merely quick. You're not getting little bits. You are taking a step toward wholeness, and all uncertainty will go when these things start. When opportunities come one after the other, when my goodness envelops you, and when the prayers you said a long time ago are answered. Now I truly understand. You will see why I let some situations fade, why I led your route in a different way, and why I let some of your friends quit your road. You will reflect on the days you grieved and the seasons you endured. Every event was an expression of my profound take care. Every action was a component of my larger strategy. It was all for the very truth that is now approaching. Therefore, don't lament the years that seemed pointless. I'm giving them back to you. Don't be sorry for the silence. I'm transforming them into resiliency for your future. Give up any grudges you may have over the speed at which I was acting, because I'm going to give you indisputable evidence that my schedule was ideal. You could only see a little portion of the photo, but I held the complete one. And now that the time has arrived, every space that formerly appeared empty will be filled by my might. My intimacy will spread to places where you might have doubted my presence, and the flow of my favor will be unstoppable. Lean on my time, my little child. Find serenity in my knowledge. Enjoy the fact that I never, ever took a break from my work. This goes beyond simply starting over or repairing what was broken. The holy unveiling of what I have been preparing for all this time is this, and nothing will stop now that this moment has come, what I have initiated. My dear, you did not just experience a period of loneliness. I set up a peaceful area for you to go through so you could hear my words over the din of the outside world. At times, you wished someone would actually take notice of you, comprehend the burden you bore behind your outside poise, and recognize the constant work you put forth without receiving anything in return. Nevertheless, I led you apart to strengthen the very core I had given you, not to diminish you. Not everybody was prepared to walk with you through that particular phase of your journey, because what I was fostering within you required time, solitude, and a sense of separation. I was protected by this. I couldn't let you be swayed by remarks that might make you less determined. I couldn't let notions that weren't intended to guide the destiny I showed you ruin it. They were protecting you, protected from challenges for which your inner self was not yet ready, protected against alluring charms that could have misled you, protected from the cacophony of evaluating yourself against others in order to let your innate wisdom to shine out under my guidance. I didn't split you up to make you feel bad. I put you aside to help you develop something important. And what has been developing there is almost ready to be seen. The message that was before unclear will now be clear. What seemed insignificant will now have real significance. I have given you valuable qualities that you would not have been able to find in the public eye, knowledge that would have been disregarded in shallow settings, inner fortitude that was not able to be developed by receiving constant praise. In silence, I readied you for a sacred vocation. I was molding your responses, strengthening your boundaries, and teaching you how to go forward, even when no one cheered, how to give when there was no reward, and how to have trust when your environment didn't seem to support my assurances. Additionally, despite your feelings of loneliness, you were consistently chosen for more challenging projects, tasks that require inner strength, assignments that call for substantial growth, assignments that have only flourished under challenging situations. Because they haven't experienced your unique circumstances, others may attempt to replicate your accomplishments, but they won't be able to sustain them. I had to keep you apart for this reason. I was unable to explain your journey to everyone because of this, for there is immense significance in what I have brought forth within you. Furthermore, not everyone is ready to stand next to such profundity. My child, others look for effortless ease. You accepted the burden. You experienced the grief completely. Even when the way seemed unclear, you gave up. A significant shift has begun. Quiet growth is coming to an end. It's time for you to come out. You have changed since you first entered those quiet moments. With my presence upon you, you rise with keen understanding, a strong heart, and intense passion. Your words are powerful because your surrender fashioned them. Your entire existence carries strength as it was created by your willingness to follow my guidance. You won't have to describe your route. The results will demonstrate my efforts. You will be the conduit for my grace. And what you now carry will astound others who did not understand your quiet period. You are prepared, and this was a holy preparation. You couldn't have predicted, my child, that the very circumstances that sapped your energy, the strains that tried your resolve, and the long days that made you question your worth would offer the exact setting for the appearance of my goodness. I'm changing the very nature of that whole thing. I don't throw away things that seem broken. Rather, I reserve those exact portions for a sacred purpose. Your tears were not in vain back then. They are now the foundation of a thorough repair. Every time you were miscalculated, I witnessed it. I saw you remain silent despite your inner voice wanting to scream. When lies were told, you did not retaliate. When you weren't visible, you didn't falter. You remained steady, you lasted. And now, a period of intense suffering will give way to a season of abundant resources. This will be a very positive improvement. I hold it in place. I'll see to it that my righteousness and my time are made clear. I was getting ready, so I didn't take you out right away. What appeared to be a protracted battle was actually a sacred tending. I made sure it would be more than just your personal triumph when I gave you a boost. It would serve as a testament to those who are still facing comparable challenges. While many people talk about incredible things, few are able to demonstrate them via their own prior struggles. I'm reclaiming the same places that attempted to warn you that there will never be anything positive again. You are now developing a solid foundation of insight as a result of the betrayal you encountered. That intense agony you believed would shatter you has transformed into a huge reservoir of empathy for those who suffer in silence. Your suffering is not in vain. It is undergoing a transformation into divine power. Although I did not cause the suffering, I am directing its outcome. What attempted to shatter your perception is sharpening as a result of your self-confidence. What formerly attempted to silence you is now giving your words greater clarity, depth, and veracity. You were never undone for the sake of suffering. You were being reshaped to become more conscious of the needs of people around you rather than your own weak points. You won't have to pretend it never happened. You won't have to cover your eyes or make your way difficult. Someone else's path forward will be paved by your candor, and you'll talk with a confidence that only comes from persevering through what seemed like too much. This is how I do it. I do more than just repair broken things. I give it profound significance. I don't merely get back what was taken. I transform it into a lasting legacy. Your holy purpose began with what appeared to be a conclusion. Don't hate what you had to endure. Don't pass judgment on the difficult time you just managed to survive. Let me instead show you how I honor those very memories that once tormented you. Observe how I set new beginnings at the very moment of your fall. The things you went through do not define you. You serve as a conduit for what I was able to accomplish. Not just you will benefit from your repair, it affects those around you. It's long. It makes a difference. Everyone will be able to see my work without any doubt. You won't have to provide evidence. It will come naturally to you. And so stop hiding the hard things you have experienced. My child, you don't have to be ashamed of your trip, and I'm not. I'm turning your adversity into an obvious sign. It's one that emphasizes the triumph rather than the challenge. Every old hurt will become a pathway as you approach this new era. Not back to who you were before, but rather into the person I have shaped you into. You've been made whole. You're filled. You are a living example of what my love can accomplish when everything else fails. And this is just the beginning of how I will inspire others with your tale. You've carried it alone, haven't you, youngster? You had to, not because you wanted to. While you were left to deal with your difficulties on your own, you witnessed others receiving assistance. When no one else heard your silent sobs, you had to cheer yourself up. You discovered how to stay standing while your limbs trembled, how to move forward when your heart hurt. When you were breaking inside, how did you demonstrate resolve? And you continued to trust me despite everything. Your inner self was not suppressed. You didn't allow yourself to become depressed. You didn't allow being alone to diminish the capacity to show concern for others. I saw how you protected your optimism, how you waited without getting angry, how you kept your eyes open for my ideal time even when it felt easier to give up on everything. You have requested genuine firm as a result, someone who could actually see the burden you carry and not be scared of it, not simply someone to walk with you. You have expressed a wish, my kid, for a connection that comes easily, rather than one that you have to work for. Every silent supplication has been heard by me. I have examined your innermost being, my darling, going far beyond your actions or preferences. I've been waiting for a friend whose soul can understand what you sometimes find difficult to articulate. They are devoted to me because of our relationship. They will travel alongside your path, enriching it rather than opposing it. My child, this isn't to make you feel less alone. Instead, it serves to support the path that lies ahead of you. My relationship is not based on brief charm, but on a profoundly real alignment. They are the ones I have chosen, yet they will not be perfect. While they won't eliminate every obstacle, they will remain steadfast while others may depart. You won't have to pursue them, make an effort to win their approval, or conceal who you really are from them. Instead of being a burdensome burden, their presence will create a sense of calm. When they are close, your own expression won't change. Rather, it will give you extra strength. They'll infuse you with vitality with ease. This isn't just because we like each other or have similar interests. Rather, it's because their life path was destined to intersect yours at the exact moment I had in mind. My dear one, you believed that you had to travel this path alone. However, it was never my intention. I allowed a period of silence so that you could become accustomed to hearing my voice before relying on anyone else. I permitted the silence so that your identity would be firmly rooted in me and unaffected by the opinions of others. You now have a strong inner resolve, my youngster. This makes it possible for me to introduce you to people who will truly support you. I'm putting together a set of solid partnerships for you, not just one tie. These folks will always be by your side, not just in straightforward situations. When your power wanes, they will contribute theirs. I'm bringing friends whose life trajectories align with your fundamental goals, people who genuinely comprehend the importance of your quest. They'll see what's underneath. Take note of what others fail to notice and support you, not because of your achievements, but because of who you really are. Their presence will energize you rather than deplete it. They will walk with you, offer their wisdom, and encourage your advancement. I never wanted you to travel this path alone. Drawing is the assistance I have put in place. My youngster, pay close attention. Allow my words to get ingrained in your soul. There is more to what I have to say than comprehension. It is a total rejuvenation of your whole being. It's no coincidence that you're here now. This is precisely where I, who am ever present, have brought you. You may ask, why? Because the way ahead is not designed for the large loads you have carried, the profound fatigue that has burdened your spirit, the invisible boundaries that have prevented you from moving forward. In this, my hand is removing them from you, right now. My dear, this is neither a passing notion or a far-flung wish. You are currently undergoing a real metamorphosis. A new and delightful reality is drawing you in. Do not be alarmed if you feel unprepared, my child. It's a normal emotion. I don't expect you to be flawless. Just a heart that is open. Get your inner self ready. Enjoy every aspect of this transformation, because the waiting period is finished. This significant change is happening right now, my darling. Not in the future, but right now, with every breath you take. My child, make sure you thoroughly comprehend this. This isn't a fable or a story. This is the fundamental way that my domain relates to your existence. You are starting to see what you once believed was impossible. My voice is breaking through barriers that appeared insurmountable. You sense change, yet it's not anarchy. Once again, my flawless order is coming together. My kid, I have a very clear plan for you. You are to proclaim my truth. It is your duty to console those in pain. What I have shown you, you will help bring about. Your entire being is being created from scratch for this reason. Your thoughts, your inner spirit, and your bodily form. This renewal is not solely for your own gain. You are being restored to wholeness, my darling, so that you can shine my light on a planet in dire need. People may not understand the inner process, but they will notice it when they see you, my darling. They will detect a gleam, a definite indication of an invisible transformation. Don't keep this brilliance for yourself. Let others see it. Acknowledgement, but as evidence that my work is authentic. Your life will show a deep connection, a spiritual triumph, made plain by your very presence. Now, my beloved child, as you embrace this sacred vocation, declare your willingness without reservation. Recognize this. I am keeping an eye on your travels. I am fully familiar with you. You accompany me on our walks. You already own my spirit, and a new chapter in your life has just begun. Recognize this fact, my kid. What's going on inside of you transcends what other people can. Look. It is the disclosure of your true self, the person I imagine myself to be before the world. A new narrative will emerge in your life, via your whole being, your posture, the silent serenity on your face, and the unwavering assurance in your eyes. Not via words. These will convey a lot of information without you using any words. My child, this isn't about trying to win over the world. It has to do with synchronizing with the spiritual beat of everything. Your inner tranquility won't make you stand out. It will bring people closer. Those around you will experience an inexplicable calm, a reassuring warmth, and a soft kindness. This is a result of my presence permeating you, my love, not only of you. My darling, there is no way back from here. True freedom has an impact that extends beyond your behavior. It entails letting go of ingrained thought patterns and escaping invisible constraints. Your spirit, ideas, feelings, and physical body are all being given fresh life by me. Too much time has been spent feeling exhausted, constant partner. Surviving days with a sad heart and waking up exhausted. This is the end of that period. This is not a transient rush of energy. It is a fundamental shift, a sacred rearranging of your whole lifestyle. Your joy will return too, my darling, with new vigor. There will be real laughter again. Not just courtesy, but from the bottom of your heart. You will walk lightly, because optimism uplifts you, not because you have to. The things that used to drain you will now appear to be opportunities. Your self-assurance is not being undermined. Collectively, it is being born anew from within. People will notice you soon, kid. The change will be apparent to them. Some will be in awe, while others could be perplexed. But everyone will see that you are undergoing a sacred process. You won't have to justify yourself or look for approval. More will be communicated by your transformation than by any conversation. The atmosphere itself will change as soon as you walk in. You no longer bear the enormous weight you previously did. You'll move like someone who has let go all of the weights into my custody. My darling, everything about you is changing, including the brilliance of your eyes, the solidity of your posture, and the tone of your voice. This is because you are now pulling from boundless plenty rather than emptiness. Your smile won't be tense or brittle anymore. Worry and exhaustion won't conceal it. It will be genuine, emanating from a divine serenity and profound confidence. Your speech, your movements, and the decisions you make for the future are all going through significant change. There will be no more hesitation. Your self-doubt will disappear. Words cannot describe what your very manner will convey. You're becoming into the person I wanted you to be. My child, a sacred equilibrium is being restored throughout your bodily self. I'm not just talking about superficial issues. I am reviving your entire original blueprint, the essence of your planned life. Every aspect of you is recalling its actual function to enjoy life to the fullest and acquire the power necessary to embody the life I have placed inside you. This is not about making a fresh start. It is about starting over from the very beginning, grounded in eternal power rather than human labor. My darling, weakness is no longer your reality. Fading is not your future. Being certain is more than just a trait you are learning. Now, it is a lively energy that is emanating from my spirit inside of you. Sacred courage is replacing that long-held dimness formed by sadness in trying times. First, you'll see it in your posture, straight, alert eyes. Then, in what you say, vibrant, certain, and optimistic. And lastly, courageous, firm, and intentional in the course you decide on. You may be confident of this, my darling. I've already started working. It will soon manifest for the world, not for your renown, but for mine. Listen carefully, my kid. The days of holding back are over. The time of inner doubt, of doubting your own value, of hiding your actual genius is over, my kid. Your steps are now guided by a new spirit. In your heart, a sacred confidence is developing. Recognize your connection to me as a peaceful inner assurance rather than as an act of arrogance. Any concern just disappears when you cling to my unalterable fact. My dear, you're anchored now. A firm feeling of self has established within you. You realize who you really are, and, more significantly, that you belong to me. You are inextricably bound to the origin of everything. It's the beginning of the unique trip I set out for you before time started. My child, don't think that this requires a lot of planning, or that it will happen in the far future. I manage every moment, and when I make a decision, I act purposefully. Your journey really starts with this single breath you take. Your allotted time is now. My methods are not constrained by the way others keep track of the hours. Change occurs instantly when I intervene, like light dispelling darkness. I bring about for you a short favor that might take a long time for others. This results from your serene conformity with my design, not with your battle, my darling. Keep an eye out for the sudden change. When you wake up in the morning, everything seems brand new. You don't comprehend how close that moment is. This goes beyond wishful thinking. This is how living trust actually works. My child, trust is not something you keep to yourself. It is a dynamic dependence that influences your every action, every word, and your perspective on everything. My dear, you are not causing things to happen. You're not attempting to control the course of events. All you're doing is letting go. And as a result, everything is moving as it must. You remain in complete accord with me, your Creator, when you rely on me. And from this accord, astonishing things appear. So, my child, increase your trust. Keep it safe. Consider it a fundamental aspect of who you are, because you will soon see how obstacles vanish when you have a strong sense of assurance. My dear, this change in you is not for the admiration of others. It's to get you ready for what I have planned for you. I believed that you were destined to do enormous good as the person you truly were. You now are being led back to the original layout. Maybe you have sometimes felt lost, my child, as if the challenges of life had eroded your inner design. However, the original blueprint remained intact. It was just not visible. That true design is now resurfacing inside of you as a result of my speech and proximity. Beyond what is visible, my darling, there is a profoundly sacred arrangement, even while learned minds examine the fundamental fabric of life. I left a heavenly imprint there. This same setup is about to happen, alive within you as a result of your decision to follow my path. This isn't a random occurrence. This is not by chance. This unfolding is deliberate. You are entering a new way of existence that exudes inner tranquility. This goes beyond merely wishing for better times, my child. This is living with the knowledge that I, your Creator, am completely transforming you. Your external environment will change in tandem with your inside self. You'll become closer to other people. You'll have more opportunities. The way you live will start to mirror the changes that are taking place within you. The constraints that once constrained you are now melting away. The demands of daily life, urgent responsibilities, other people's opinions, and the burden of judgment. You are no longer held captive by any of these. My dear, you're moving with a higher rhythm now. Even moments bend to my will in this sacred flow. My darling, this change is complete. It affects your strength, your ability to see things clearly, and your ideas. Your comprehension is growing. You're beginning to see things more clearly, and you will assist others in climbing up with you as you do. You are not the reason for this change. It serves my spiritual purpose. The fact that you are new is a glaring indication that everything began at the beginning. You are about to enter a sacred space where the divine energy is in harmony with your entire being. My darling, you are no longer controlled by the everyday routine that used to feel like a limitation. You now follow my eternal speed. Additionally, this is the most profound form of freedom. Now, my child, go ahead. Have faith in what is starting to become apparent. Do you feel it, sweetheart? The fatigue that weighed you down is starting to lessen. The slowness that held you back is slipping away. You're waking up to something fresh, a holy surge of vitality, strength, and inner serenity gushing straight from me. My child, this is more than just a better feeling. It's not a fleeting energy spike. It is the reforming of my heavenly force, your innermost being. You'll quickly discover that you can contribute more, accomplish more, and grow more. From an infinite source, not from being depleted. Life taken from me, the everlasting one, already fills your timeless core, your inner self. Your exterior self is reacting to the live energy I placed within you. And for the first time in a long time, your inner self is driving your outward form rather than the other way around. My beloved, a sacred transformation is taking place within you. Where tension used to, peace has now been found. Where fatigue once reigned, strength now emerges. Your inner voice is becoming more distinct from the cacophony of the outside world. My child, this isn't about making yourself adopt new behaviors. This has to do with submitting to the divine order that is currently manifesting. Your inner self was always intended to coexist with your bodily form. It was formed to support it, to mirror it, to fulfill the purpose I set for you. As your external existence aligns with your inside rejuvenation, you will start acting differently, my dear. You'll talk with genuine wisdom. The knowledge of what is possible with my touch will take your thoughts to a higher plane, free from the shackles of old habits. My child, cling to this reality. This goes beyond simply hoping for a different situation. Being the difference is the goal here. The hope is not far off, because you are embracing the timeless truth that was ingrained in you before time even existed. It is a current reality that is emerging. However, this is no longer merely an internal experience for you, my darling. Outside, the newness is reaching. Your recovery is not a secret. It's easy to see. People will see it. They'll see it. And wonder will be in their hearts. The transformation taking place within you is not for show. It's to get you ready. Ready to exert influence. Ready to be whole. Ready for a closer relationship with me and for consistent, meaningful development. My child, what you feel right now is more than a fleeting emotion. There is a deep, sacred stirring inside your soul. The fast pace of human time no longer holds you back or burdens you with its demands. Rather, my child, you follow the timeless flow of my flawless creation. Recall that enormous burden you once carried, my dear, a profound fatigue that transcended your bodily self, a sense of perpetual lag. Now that crushing pressure is gone. The haste to get back what seemed lost, the melancholy of the past, the anxiety of the future, it all just disappears. It is replaced by a profound calm that gives you inner serenity and clarity. You become aware that you are breathing more easily. Your thoughts flow freely. Your route feels light as well. You're not slipping behind. As my divine purpose becomes clear, you are in the ideal position. Your new vitality comes from what I give you, just when you need it, not from your own efforts, my darling child. It is yours at this moment. Old disappointments, the notion that opportunities have slipped out of sight. Now, those thoughts are fading. You are becoming the person I always imagined you would be, and you are right where I want you to be. My darling, time is no longer against you. Now, every moment reveals your true calling. You're developing into a tangible illustration of how my spirit transforms a life. This change is even visible in the light in your eyes. People will see a difference in you, even if they don't understand where it comes from. They will experience inner strength and serenity that surpasses what is typical. Anyone who comes into contact with you will notice the obvious indication that I am with you. You can no longer hide this change. You openly live it. My unchanging truth is manifested in you. Some may refer to it as pure luck or a mental trick. However, you, my dear, have a more profound comprehension. I, the one with all the knowledge, put the reality inside your inner being. What is true is not something you are avoiding. You are entering a higher reality where I, the origin of everything, determine what is feasible and what is real. You are not imagining this. It is profound comprehension. Your transformation demonstrates a deeper wisdom that I have always possessed. You no longer struggle to live up to the expectations of others. Now, you move on at a speed of eternity, in perfect accord with my divine plan. This occurs when your outer existence reflects the alignment of your spirit with my truth. Let people who don't understand just ponder and inquire. You don't have to elaborate. Your existence itself will be the answer. There is a sacred cause for this profound shift. You were placed here to serve as a clear illustration of my abilities. Others' faith is being sparked by your novelty. Shining is now your sacred mission. Your life is becoming a clear example of how I can handle any challenge. No suffering is too severe, no history is too ruined, no soul has gone too far. The proof that completeness is actually achievable is you. The obvious indication that my power is still at work among you is you. Now that same power passes through yourself, to rebuild you from the inside out, not merely to make your external life better. You are not just handed a fresh start. You contain me. My spirit resides within you, directing you to serve a profound purpose. Now, my sacred domain is evident in every step you take and breath you take. You will see it every day. Where concern once existed, peace now reigns. Where melancholy had seized you, joy now appeared. Where weakness formerly held you back, strength now rises. You're doing more than just getting by. You are making contact with my kingdom's boundless possibilities. People might gaze at you in astonishment and ask, why now? Why this individual? But since you remain steadfast, my darling, you will keep the solution within of you. You continued to look for me when things weren't obvious. When hope faded, you clung to it. And now my country answers with definite assurance rather than ambiguity. Your inner self is undergoing a transformation. Maybe you have felt it even now. An abrupt silence, a gentle warmth within, a calmness you cannot adequately describe. These are indications from the invisible world. I, the everlasting one, have promised them that the long-awaited response has already begun to materialize. It's not luck. It's not a coincidence. I've set aside time for it. The waiting period is over. The moment your spirit has long sensed was coming is upon you. What formerly appeared to be a closed path is now opening fully, not slowly, but quickly. Now, the once hidden holy way is revealed. Additionally, my darling, you are requested to proceed with courage. You could have seen others advance and questioned whether your time would ever come. This time, however, is for you, my dear. This blessing isn't intended for anybody else. It's a special route that I have created for you. Why now? Why you? Because even when your foundation seemed unstable, you maintained your trust. When there was no outward evidence, you held on to your belief. And my kingdom seeks a willing heart before it is ready to give liberally. Are you ready to accept? Are you able to live in addition to having this gift? Within it, to employ it in my divine scheme. You have been given this time to balance. My child, any delay was never an indication of rejection. It was a period of planning. And now the invisible world is reacting because your belief has developed into a live trust. Say it out loud. The power of expressing it is immense. Your circumstances start to change when you express what your inner self knows to be true. Delays vanish, obstacles are removed, and obscure paths are revealed. So now declare it. I'm prepared. Now I realize what my kingdom is, making me an offer. Something concealed begins to awaken as you say these words, and what was before suppressed is now released. This revelation is an ever-present fact. That is just what I am doing for you now. Such rapid advancement, guided by my hand. You have persevered. Turn your belief into action now. Don't hesitate. Don't make this pledge in a feeble manner. Make a fervent declaration. The invisible world is paying attention, and the path ahead is opening up more quickly than you can think. It may show up the manner you don't anticipate. You never know when a possibility you thought was gone might come back. And when it happens, you will realize that everything that is still to happen began at this precise moment. Be ready. Remain vigilant. You're starting to see the path, and you'll travel it triumphantly. During this holy moment, my spirit is free to roam about inside your